currently just loading up for the day, and we've been working on a couple of things. So I've been learning FFmpeg this week and improving the land graph state. So now we can do things like this: generate 5 data engineering slideshows, and then this will just absolutely chug them out, which is really nice. So there you go, and boom, boom, boom. And we've got these random images coming. We've also got add to slide, where you can also rearrange slideshows. And as well as that, you can do things like specifically target the text. You can be like, can you add 3 more slides to this one? And I've made it so the AI is contextually aware about that specific piece of content that we're working on. So everything is pretty solid. We've got really good structure. Music works now as well. So you can see we've actually added 3 slides more than once. So we probably want to make a note of that and add that to the system prompt. So let's go in there. I'm just going to disable this sound. We'll just say slideshow editing guidelines, add slide. If someone says add 3 slides, then call the add slides tool exactly once, and call that more than once. So there you go. And that's basically it, guys. So you can see, you can easily get the chat here. We've got a couple of things to fix here, and you can also delete items. You can regenerate specific pieces of content. So we can regenerate a piece of content, and then that will just generate specifically more slides, which is all good. You can also flick between liked, recently, recent ones, that kind of stuff. Interesting that this is stuck on thinking. We should probably have a look. Let's have a look at this. There you go. Whoa. What did we ask for? So this is using creating slideshow. I'll just say there is something wrong in this prompt. We should only be parallelizing single tool calls like add slide or create slideshow. But what else have we got here? We've got a network error. I think that's because we just closed the dev server. Okay, no. Let's have a look at that. Cool. Why are our captions not coming out the same way? So let's go back to that chat. Change the captions, tools. I need you to change the captions to come out the same when we are using tool use as previously described. Is there a way we can use the content? I think we've got our content registry somewhere. So we just need to change these captions because these are using tool use. So if I get rid of these items, when we create this item manually, you'll see we get these nice captions. Okay, so it looks like the captions has been reverted. Also, it looks like the captions changes have been reverted. Can you apply these caption changes? Cool. So we're just going to update those captions. And then what I need to do after that, just try some simple tests. And why do I see this? Ah, okay, caching issue. Cool, just a caching issue. Okay, so that's the captions done. The next thing we need to do is test the captions plus rendering logic. End to end through Temporal. And then after that, we have a couple of these issues, fix the schedule modal. Yeah. So, let's cancel that. We want to test the captions and logic end to end, so we're just going to log in with a fake user. Got $10 of credits, and then we're just going to say cool. So we just want to test the captions rendering logic. Let's just go and run a quick test. Let's just see if this works. So that should kickstart a temporal job. I've got an error here now. Because we've added a logger to Temporal, so we just need to get this working basically. Okay, all 17 paths pass. So this is setting up Pocket base and with a CMS. So I want you to vibe code an MCP server that I can use and put it in the apps /bar Pocket base MCP server. We should be able to use this for both Claude Code and Cursor. Maximum vibe marketing. We'll just go give it a TypeScript MCP server. And then the idea here is that we have decided to not use Webflow. We're going to go maximum MCP vibes with an MCP server. We'll just use the TypeScript SDK for that, and then we will be able to dynamically create content inside of Claude Code and also Cursor. So we're also going to go and run this. So let me go and close down this temporal stuff. Let's have a look here. Alright, Temporal is back online. We've got activity failed. Getting a dot length. This is failing on dot length. Activity task failed. Yeah. Green screen memes, different captions, rendering, karaoke, text, and also just passing along pre-rendered images that won't go through a render cycle inside of FFmpeg. I just 5 slideshows from I think a good thing that you should do is definitely make it so that you can accommodate for some degree of extensibility. So for now I just wanted it to work with captions, i.e. captions and images that will be burned on through FFmpeg, but we want to favour optionality and extensibility, i.e. no lock-in, just upgrade ourselves. This is like a really important concept that I think is really important with Claude Code, is this idea that you can basically tell Claude Code or Cursor, let's just do this the right way, but let's only use it the right way in a very constrained way. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't cost you that much extra to have that degree of optionality, but at the same time you don't have to do all of the implementations of that. So this idea that you can basically go, yeah, kind of make it flexible, but let's just constrain it for now, is probably a good thing. And then you can obviously just go and add extra stuff later on. So this one here is doing that. Cool, cool, cool. I just mainly want to be able to upload images and also locally, and also I want to be able to make blog post content. I just want to be able to upload media and also able to upload blog content. It's more just for being a media machine, a posting machine, rather than entirely porting Pocket Base directly. Can you also leverage any existing types here so that we don't remake any types, etc. Can you also check the fastify layer and also the layer specifically that feeds into Temporal. After it's made that, I think we want to get this one immediately queued up. And then we're just going to stop this to say, by using caption, etc., where possible. So we've got a captions extension schema that will have a stroke color, stroke width, shadow, animation, timing controls. And now we're just adjusting the Fastify API layer. Structured error. Can you also check the media rendering service layer? Cool, merge the PR in. Cool. Is the work tree clean as well? Alright guys, we are lit, going for it. I've got to go check my cursor usage. Okay, so I'll dial that back down to Sonnet. how did you fix it? Please provide a digest. Boom, boom, boom. Alright guys, I'm going to jump off, but hopefully this gives you a bit of an insight into some of the stuff you can do. So obviously we'll be using Claude Code to bootstrap an entire Pocket base CMS on the back end, and then we were also getting it to spin up a MCP server so we can vibe market directly inside of that. That's all happening on a Git work tree. We also merged in a bunch of stuff from our render with providers. We've got some Claude deep research to figure out specifically how the captions are, and earlier today, not on the stream, I did a ton of UX improvements on this, like drag and drop, and also allowing for things like a scroll. Also, if you hit add slide, it also changes it to that, and I fixed a bunch of bugs. So we are nearly ready to rock and roll. We're just testing the slideshow rendering engine inside of Temporal, and we're using DTOs for that. Yeah, it's a classic solution that creates its own problems. So what have we got here? Clear messages. All right. But it's probably worth having them or not, to be honest. So yes, I'm going to jump off. I'm just asking about DTOs, which are data transfer objects. Yeah. Yeah, nice, cool. Right guys, anyway, I will catch you all later, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.